Smile and a high heel pace. She's got the mic and a sharp-edged tongue, living out loud while the night is young. She doesn't care for the rules they make. She's got a reputation she's proud to stake. Independent rings and the blood on the mat. She's the queen of the booth, and that is that. Opinionated and she's dressed to kill. If the drama won't find her, then she surely will. She's a steady heart, pulling her mother back before the fire starts. She sees the comments and the trolls online, but she keeps her head up and her spirit fine. Host of the show where the indies bloom, she clears the air in a crowded room. Protecting the legacy, guarding the name, while Veronica's busy fanning the flame. They are the Sloanes, the mother and the soul. They're pulling the triggers and holding the reins. Unstoppable force in a world full of noise. They're breaking the glass while they're making the choice to rise above every lie that was told, turning the bitterness into pure gold. They are the Sloanes, the mother and the soul. Two different worlds under one control. One is a fire, one is the light. Together they're winning the toughest fight. They hear the whispers and then they feel the hate, but they don't believe in a predetermined fate. You haven't seen anything, no, not yet. They're the safest bet and the biggest threat. And the biggest threat.
Oh, the music stopped. Okay.
Busted. Haha. What? You can't hear me, can you? All right. Bye-bye. I'll see you in a second. Once again, guys, it is literally insane how StreamYard never fails every single time. It attempts every time. I don't understand when eventually, and we never used to have any issues like this, none whatsoever. But then it's just like all of a sudden we're going to be quiet. Okay. So she's got to go for the second time. All right. Second time, let's see if second time is the charm. Or if she's going to have to. I think the last time when we were live, I think she had to do 5 times, which is insane. That all by clicking a single link, it could decide whether or not to go. So I see everyone in chat. Don't worry. As soon as V gets in here, I'll spin to chat. Can you hear me? All right. Third time. Third time. See, this is why I need to get some kind of Jeopardy music, even though I think they'll get mad at us if we do Jeopardy music. So we got to do some kind of like elevator music of some sort for when we have to wait for her to actually be able to hear me. I see all you amazing people. I see you all. Don't worry. I shall be reading them all very soon. Oh, come on, V. You can do it. Yes, you can. Hopefully everyone is doing well on this crazy to think Monday already. We're kicking off the week. So let's just hope it brings all positivity this week. Come on. I swear. All right, V. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
I sat back there for just a second. Like before I actually enter backstage, I sat there for good 30 to 45 seconds first.
Try to get it in some form to work. Yep. Okay, well, it obviously worked in a way, so we can't even get upset with it.
Oh no, I can get upset with it. I will. Because, I mean, if I wasn't the loose cannon that everybody knows Veronica Sloane to be, why the fuck else would y'all be watching me right now? By the way, you left too many lights on when you left this room.
What light is still on?
I also have bugs in it. What?
What light do you have still on?
The overhead. And it's bugging me.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
No. Anyway, let's do this. Let's act like we're actually supposed to be here.
Oh,
hey,
okay.
everybody.
Act like we're professionals.
We're Veronica. Oh, it's a full-on act. I mean, trust me, these people have been following us way too long to know that, like, we seriously don't know what the fuck we're doing. Oh, wait, what's the rating?
PG-13.
Sure, use my F word.
I know.
Okay.
Way to go.
Well, hey, everybody. We're Veronica.
And Tori Sloane.
And we're here on a Monday.
Indeed.
With a live exclusive. And why? Because I'm pretty sure we advertised slam stories or something like that, didn't we?
I do believe so.
But see, every now and again, we come across somebody who's just a tad bit more unprofessional than I am. And they like to not answer people because the wrong person is messaging them. But that doesn't work here. So we got rid of them. Because fuck them, right? Who gives a shit? Nobody wanted to hear your crap anyway. So we're on tonight with what I like to call a fan favorite, because it's been a hot minute before he's been on here. We've seen him in chat because he definitely knows how to show us some love. And that's why we show him lots of love. But hey, guys, did you see we have the Bishop backstage?
I know. So exciting. I know I'm excited, especially to see what he has been doing recently.
I've heard rumblings of a new tag team coming together.
Oh, really? Oh, I like the sound of that. It's always good to know a tag team.
Me too. So, did you say a taggy team? Or
no,
am I just making words up? I'm probably making words up.
Now I think you're making words up because I did not say taggy team.
I think that's what we're going to call them from here on out, taggy teams.
A taggy team. It's nice to know that we got some taggy teams out there. Let me spin the chat super fast before we bring on our guests.
Hey,
we got the
tell
beautiful...
Batman to come here too.
Okay.
Thanks. I'm telling you, no podcast is ever complete without a good old trusty Batman. If you guys haven't listened to me before and started, seeking out your own private Batmans, you should. His headphones. Did you hear her yelling? He has his headphones on. He's either listening to one of three things. Sabrina Carpenter. Yay. Michael Jackson. Double yeah.
Okay.
Or the
he's on his
godforsaken
way.
Paul McCartney or somebody that has to do with the goddamn beat. Hi, Batman.
There he is.
You almost caught me. Do me a favor and hit that light switch that your sister fucked up and left on. Thank you. Oh, that's better. Okay. And I was totally praising the Beatles when you walked in. What were you saying? I said how wonderful they were, and the reason you couldn't hear me was because you were listening to him. So let's settle it. You couldn't hear us calling you because you were listening to who, Batman? Beatles. I fucking told you. Oh,
See?
It's PG-13, and now you made me say fuck twice. 3 times. Get out of here. Thank you.
You
Love
messed
you, Batman.
it up.
I told y'all it was the damn Beatles.
It's always
Where
the Beatles.
did I go wrong? Where did I go wrong?
It's always the Beatles. All right, so let me go back to spinning the chat. We got the beautiful Carmen in our chat saying, "Hey, Queens."
Hey, girlfriend.
Hey, she was saying how, come on, where is it? I swear, this is so laggy. Okay, so we've got Doug in our chat saying, "Hello, my gorgeous ladies."
There's our Dougie Poo.
Indeed. Fudge. Then we've got our Eric is also in the chat. I said cute. Fudge because I can't say the F word. We're at a PG-13.
I did.
So Eric is here as well.
I guess I'm going to kiss a fool. Who wants to kiss me? Because my nose itches.
Saying, "Hello, ladies. How are you both doing today?"
We're doing fantastical.
Mm-hmm. And we are also joined by Jay Lee Havoc. He's also popping up in our chat saying, "Hey,
we better,
everyone."
Especially if Carmen's here.
Oh, absolutely. Miss Savage is in here saying it's another level of creativity to make words up as you go.
That's right. That's right.
That's what makes it fun.
That is what makes it fun. Because, vocabulary can be boring. So that's the last thing we Sloanes want to do is be boring.
We got to spice it up. Let's see. We also have another Eric in here. Our DJ Eric is here saying, "Greetings, you two lovely sensual ladies. Next time I see you two, you get 2 hugs each because your hugs are the best."
No. Your hugs are the best.
I was about to say, no, nothing beats some DJ Eric hugs and love. I mean, come on.
If you all haven't made your way out to Indiana, specifically Evansville, to get yourself a little DJ Eric hug, I don't know what's wrong with you.
What are you doing with your life?
Mm-hmm.
You need to get out there.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. End of story. Then we've got Eric saying how he enjoyed the last live stream. That was really awesome. Thank you.
I'm trying to remember when we went live last. It was Friday. We went live Friday.
Friday. It was just the Sloanes After Dark.
That's right. I can't even wrap my head around today being Monday.
It's really surprising. Even when I woke up this morning, I was like, "It's Monday? What?" Mm-hmm. Then we got Jonathan Paul joining us saying, "Hello, pretty ladies."
Hey there, Jonathan.
And then we got Carmen saying, "We love you, queens." Was.
We love you too, Tori. Speak again.
Can you hear me?
Shit.
You can't hear me?
I forgot to turn my ringer off and a message just came through and I heard the ding. And as soon as I heard the ding, I knew I was going to lose you and I did.
Are you serious? All right, I'll throw you backstage.
Throw me backstage.
That's crazy. So whatever it is something to do with some like secondary noise that comes through on her end because, wow. Jay Lee Havoc says, "Carmen and I are aspiring to be the new Savage and Miss Elizabeth, LOL." Well, I can totally see you two pulling that off 100% because there's no other better power couple. I mean, come on. I figured you got next. I see it. Carmen and I are inspiring to be the next Savage and Miss Elizabeth, LOL. Well, I love the idea of that 100%, Jay.
Yay, me!
Can you hear me?
I can.
Okay.
Yeah, so the trick may be once I come into the studio, I have to or before I enter backstage, I have to wait a little bit because that's what I did. I counted again, and here we are.
And it worked? Okay, good. And then
Oh my
was this the
goodness.
most latest one that you didn't hear? It was that Carmen and I are inspiring to be the next Savage and Miss Elizabeth, LOL, is what Jaylee Havoc says.
Okay, there you go. I bet Tori was proud to hear that.
Oh, I did. I said that too. I love that. Because you can never go wrong with
What the
some
hell is
macho
making
man.
noise now?
Miss Elizabeth, what?
I got messages popping up on my laptop. I got them popping up on my phone.
Oh my gosh, insane. There we go. Welcome back, B. She's back. Okay, so please continue. I'm
Thank
caught
you.
up in chat doing the scurry. Go for it.
I mean, let's do this. Let's not do that. Let's not bring him on just yet, because I know there's a couple things that I want to talk about before we do that. And I first want to give a huge shout out to our sponsor, Kelly Fitness, located out in the Chicagoland area. Thank you. Big love, lots of love to Mr. Kelly for absolutely supporting us from day one. He believed in everything that we brought and is still by our side. So we definitely want to show him some love. We do have sponsorships available, which reminded me that I have to get that contract out. So Tori, remind me to do that tomorrow,
Okay.
because I'm like a month late on it.
I got you.
But also, I need you all to do me a favor, especially those of you who are in the wrestling industry, those of you who know others in the wrestling industry. Tori, go ahead and pop this image up for me, please. I know if you guys were here before our show started, you saw it playing in our advertisement reel. But what I want you all to do right this minute, I want you to leave my podcast for just a second to go out to Facebook, and I want you to find Angel Hernandez Rodriguez. He is located out in Mexico, and he does an absolute phenomenal job with customized wrestling boots. And unfortunately, due to some changes in the way that business works, this fine gentleman is facing the probability that he might have to close his shop. And that is something that we absolutely do not want to happen. And I was scoping him out today. He was brought to my attention, and I did a little bit of work. And there are about 185 of my friends that are already following this guy. So I'm wondering why 185 of you don't need new boots, because I'm pretty sure you do, because they either stink, they're either worn, and have blemishes on them. And let's face it, if you're going to be anything like the Sloanes, you're just going to want to change stuff up. And that's exactly what I want you to do. He has a hell of a sale going on. You get 5 pairs. You're going to get a special gift. And if you're not already following him or friends with him, you need to do this. This man does not deserve to go out of business just because of shitty tariffs. That's not fair. And I don't want to see it. And I don't want to see y'all in raggedy ass boots anymore. So you're going to go out there, and if you're not already following him, you're going to do so. And if you haven't bought new boots recently, you're going to do that too, because that's what I want to see. And I want you to do me all a favor. I haven't exactly thought of what perk I want to give you, but if you go out and you buy a new pair of boots, new pair of anything, customizable, whatever he has made, I don't care. Send me the receipt. I want to see it. And we're going to make sure the Sloanes give back. All right. So make sure you do that. Angel Hernandez Rodriguez with 2 Z's on the end. Go out to Facebook, find him. If you're not in the wrestling business and you don't need boots, you're here to listen to wrestling stories. Therefore, I know you follow wrestling and you follow wrestlers, and you're probably friends with wrestlers. And if they're not already a part of the 185 that are already friends with him on my list, I want them going from your list to find this gentleman. So do me a favor and do that. And again, if you end up buying from this gentleman, show me the proof. We're going to get you taken care of. All right, so let's do this. We have a fan favorite sitting backstage who was about 4 minutes more patient than I had asked him to be. Let's see if I can do this. Because I didn't ask him a damn thing. So, hailing to us from Mobile, Alabama, with just over 2 years experience inside the ring. He's grading me on all this, and when he comes on, he's going to tell me how I did. Ladies and gentlemen, we are so absolutely excited and so proud to be welcoming back a very dear friend of ours, somebody who I absolutely love to have on my screen and yours. Tori, let me see the bishop.
Absolutely. Scoot on over.
There he is.
Hey, how y'all doing?
How'd I do, Bishop? How'd I do?
You did great. That was the best, one of the best introductions I've ever had. I appreciate that.
I didn't even ask you
Hey,
none of
Tori.
that. That's just from me stalking you.
I've been
Seems
stalked
fun.
by way worse, trust me.
Oh, well, thank you for going ahead and doing what you always promised me you would do. That surefire backup who I could call on at any time when we got into a pinch by people who wanted to be assholes and not show show up for their obligations like they said they were going to be. So thank you.
Not a problem. I consider it an honor and a privilege to be called up.
Well, I'm super excited for you to be here. It's been a hot minute before we've had you on our screen, and I've been watching you through Facebook and all other social media, and I see that you are absolutely making movements out there, and we got some new stuff going on. So I'm going to shut up for a minute, which everybody knows is very hard for Veronica Sloane to do, and I want you to tell us what's going on.
Well, I think last time I was on your show, I was getting ready to go into a match with a certain gentleman who
Mm-hmm.
who shall remain nameless, and that match was everything I thought it was. It was going to be. It was garbage. It was trash. The match was trash. The things surrounding the match was trash. The ambiance surrounding the match was trash. But I learned a lot from that match. I will say this. I did
Okay.
learn that I need to have more creative control in what I do and be more selective in what matches I accept.
Okay. Fair
It
enough.
was a
Fair
hard
enough.
lesson, but a lesson learned nonetheless. But ever since that, I want to thank him for
Mhm.
teaching me that lesson early in my career. So for that, I will thank him. If he's watching tonight, I don't know, don't really
I
care.
doubt
But
it. I doubt it. I fucking
I,
reamed his ass pretty hard, so I doubt it.
yeah, you got him pretty bad. But ever since then, I've been getting calls from other companies to come work. I've started working for 3 or 4 different companies since last time I was on your show. And
Really?
I heard you mention the Tory something about a tag team. Yes,
I
I am
did.
part of a tag team now. We're called the
Mhm.
Brothers of Destiny. And my tag partner Tyler, we worked for a company. We worked together at another company. The one I told
Mhm.
you about, DCW, here in Theodore, Alabama, and we were both told pretty much the same thing. First of all, we are neither one of us have to be are the most phenomenal athlete. We don't look we don't have the cosmetic look of what wrestlers like to have. We're
Mhm.
both overweight. We're both both of us are a little slower than we should be and whatnot. But we both have heart,
Mhm.
and we're both determined to make our name in this business. We were told we were too out of shape. We couldn't do this. We couldn't do that. And Tyler and I have a history because you remember when I had that boxing title that I was carrying around.
Yes,
Well,
sir. I certainly
Tyler
do.
was Tyler was the one that I beat for that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was the one I beat for that. And we wrestled several times, and I just said, you know what? Instead of continuing this beef,
Hmm.
why not become partners and really kick some tail?
Okay.
So that's when the Brothers of Destiny was born.
I like that. I like that. I've seen that a time or two happen with a few others, that differences have been set aside and you come together in this camaraderie and this brotherhood and then decide to go out there and work together. So I'm excited to see how this transpires and what you two do with it. I was extremely excited to see that it was a new venture that you were taking on because yes, for those of you that have been following you and been a part of all of our other shows that you've been a guest on, you've always been a singles competitor. So I'm absolutely thrilled to be able to see how this new dynamic is going to work for you all. So congratulations on that. I love to see that you are always continuously working on how to improve yourself and take on new adventures when it comes to this dream that you have definitely grabbed by the horns and are taking it on. For those of you that don't know, I don't know if you're new to the Bishop, this man started late in his years when he came onto the wrestling scene. And he's seen a lot of hate because of it. And you all know me. That's just not cool. That's not something that I like. I've been extremely vocal about it. And I don't give a shit if you've been doing this for 10, 12, 5, 2 years, right? It's about the heart that you bring when you get into that ring. And I have not met a gentleman thus far that brings any more heart to the ring than the one sitting here before us now. And that's why it makes me absolutely livid when individuals want to go ahead and open their mouths and think that they're better than everybody else, when, let's face it, you can't get booked at no more than 1 or 2 places. And even if earlier in your career you've been here, there, and everywhere, if you only have a certain amount of people that know who you are when you've done this for so long, you have no right to open your mouth about anybody. I'm not dogging you for not having a huge following or shit like that, because who the fuck cares about that stuff? But in the same tone, don't open your mouth about other people, right? Because that's not what this is. And I'm going to actually bring some more light to you just a little bit. And I know I didn't talk about this, so I'm just kind of bringing it on you. But you mentioned how the two of you don't fit the dynamic of what wrestlers should look like. I'm not even sure what the fuck that means. Okay. This isn't WWE, where even if you go on there, which we all know they have signed people of all shapes, sizes, and what have you. And then of course they get in there, and then once they get them, stuck in a contract, then it was like, boom, look, now you have to lose weight and do all this, that, and the other. Whatever. That's again one of the things that I love about the independent circuit. It's the variety. It's what is out there and what you can see. And I don't give a shit Tori, you're gonna have to change this rating because I'm Veronica Sloane. But anyway, I don't care what physical condition you're in when you start. If people are booking you and fans want to see you, that's what counts. But you, sir, even though you do bring up that you are not at what you believe is your very best, I do see you every day on social media, out there killing it, out there learning from what people say, learning from how you feel, and you are constantly bettering yourself. So what I want you to do, if you don't mind, is to take just a second, and I want you to tell everybody how far you've come and what it is you do and what you're going to do to achieve that, because you are achieving that, and you've hit some pretty big goals so far, haven't you?
Yes, ma'am. When I first started this thing, being a wrestler, I was probably about 380 pounds, and after running sprints in the ring or running the ropes for about 15 20 seconds, I was I was tired. I was trashed. I was puke. I was all that kind of good fun, lovely stuff. And so I said, you know what? I got to get some of this weight off of me.
Mhm.
I have no choice. And I think last time I weighed myself was like maybe a month ago,
Okay.
and I'm down to 325.
You're
So
getting
that's like
closer.
60 pounds in 2 years. My
Yeah.
goal is to be 285, 290,
Okay.
and just kind of cap it off right there. But yeah, I train in the gym 5 to 6 days a week. I've changed up my diet. I've changed up my sleep habits. Sleep is a lot more important to me because you can't. That's one thing people who are into bodybuilding, they tell you got to have your rest.
Mhm.
So yeah, and then I train in the ring 2 to 3 times a week. So I'm putting in the work. I'm putting in the making a sacrifice and all that kind of good stuff because I'm serious about wanting to do this.
Mhm.
This is not just a passing hobby to me. I want to do this for as long as I can at a level to which people still want to come see me. And as
Right.
far as people liking me, I could care less. I really could. The only people I'm interested in liking me are the little boys and the little girls who see me at the shows, who want to come up and take a picture with the bishop, or who want me to sign their T-shirt or sign their little notepad or whatever. Those are the fans that I really gear my performance to. because little boys, little girls need to be told and taught. Don't let anyone kill your dream. If you have a dream, you should go do what you got to do to fulfill it and to seek that dream out, and make it manifest. I mean, and I will say this, Rock, you have been one of my inspirations to continue to go, to continue to fight for this, and continue to work hard for my dream. I tell my friends, I tell my wife all the time, Veronica is a very important catalyst in me chasing my dream.
Well, thank you. I'm not sure if I deserve all that, but I know it's been an absolute pleasure to know you and watch the journey that you've taken on, because you are an inspiration. Haters are going to hate. They're going to run their mouths. People think that they're better than others. That's just the nature of it, right? And that's not just the wrestling industry. It's the entire world. It's you're going to find those people anywhere. But the fact that you continue to strive to do your very best and live your dream, I think, is more of an inspiration than anybody else that I have seen out there that are just out there doing their thing, rolling with the punches. I don't mean to interrupt you. We're just going to take just a quick break because I do see chat is going a little bit with some love. So we're going to let Tori unzip the lip and see what's going on out there.
Yay, I can talk. Let's see here. So first of all, we've got so many people excited to see Bishop back in here. Eric MacArthur says, welcome back, Bishop. Doug Law is saying, what up, brother? Good to see you. And then we've got James Wimberly. He's joining us saying, hey, girls.
Hey, James.
Good to see ya. Let's see. We've got Eric saying, you're awesome, Bishop. Saying, you should be very proud of yourself, Bishop. My love and support goes out to you. We got Paige Walker over here saying hello. Then we've got James Willie saying, I'm disabled and I try to follow my dreams every time I've been overlooked, pushed around, told I wasn't going to be able to go and do what I want to do. I've done high school wrestling. I've done football, baseball. I've proved everybody wrong that told me I wasn't going to be able to do anything. I'm trying to pinpoint where I want to go next, and I appreciate everything.
Mm-hmm. We have had the pleasure of meeting James at one of the very first wrestling promotions that we've ever attended to. Yeah. And we've seen him out there, and he's another kid that has heart, he has drive. He's one that isn't letting, as he said, he's disabled, but he doesn't let that stop him at all. In fact, I think sometimes you could run circles around me, baby boy. You are out there, and we always love to see you, and I love to hear all the things that you continue to get involved with, because nothing's going to stop you. I've told you before, I'm going to tell you again, and I'm going to tell you until I can't tell you anymore. So we absolutely love to see James in here, and thank you for sharing that, because a lot of people need to see that it ain't no thing. The only person that's going to stop you is you.
Exactly.
Continue, Tori. Sorry.
Beautifully said. Beautifully said. We've got Jonathan Paul joining us saying, how are you gorgeous ladies doing today?
I don't know what just happened, but I'm pretty sure my pug is wreaking havoc. I said wreaking.
Can you hear me?
What did she do?
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. What did she do?
She walked, and she walked in between where my stand is and my cord and completely yanked the cord, trying to take my microphone, everything.
That's great.
Okay. I was just trying to catch up. James Wimbley said, thank you, girls. Eric had said, I like your shirt, Bishop. Now I'm trying to read it. I'm trying to see what Bishop's shirt says.
I was going to say, what does it say, Bishop?
It says, I hate being sexy, but I'm a chubby bearded man and I can't help it.
That is great. That is great. Okay, there we go. Makes sense, guys. We can agree.
Yeah, yes, absolutely. 100% agreed.
Indeed. Okay, so I caught up in chat, so please go ahead, Veronica.
All right, Bishop Man, you said that you've been brought on to other promotions, so we know where we've seen you before. Tell us more. Where are we going to see you in the future?
Well, August the 1st, I'll be in Delaware, Alabama, for debuting at New Elite Professional Wrestling.
Okay.
August the 22nd, I'll be in Cleveland, Mississippi, debuting at Omega Championship Wrestling. Um, I've also in Lottie, Alabama. I will be. I've already made my debut, but I will be starting a new storyline in Faith Championship Wrestling, as well as Hard Time Wrestling Association and um, Righteous Wrestling Alliance here in Mount Vernon, Alabama. So people can talk about the bishop all they want to, but you guys are still sitting at home, and I'm busy. So
It's true.
there's that.
I was like, that's well said.
It's true, and I love it because and I'm not going to say any names, but I'm going to bring this up because I bring everything up. The people who I have seen attack this man are just that individuals who, most of the time, if they're not working only 1 to 2 times a month, they're running their mouth.
Mhm.
Individuals who literally have entered my inbox to say that they are not good individuals and that they have no right running their mouth because most of the people that work with them don't even like them anyway. Come on. That's pretty bad, right? Like, for other wrestlers to come in and be like, "Hey, so I see so and so is saying this, and I see they're attacking the bishop, but they have no right to do so." Like, I don't even know these people half the time and talk to them, but other wrestlers are making a point to make sure that I know about said individuals and how they are not all that. That's why I said, guys, those are the people who are running their mouths. And trust me, Veronica Sloane has her share of haters. Okay, every day. There's either an anonymous Facebook account coming into my inbox telling me this, that, or the other, and what have you. They're going to run their mouth, but that's because misery loves company, and they're just trying to bring you down with them. And I'm human, so come on, Bishop. It hurts to read it and hear it. I know it hurts to read it and hear it, but what we have to do is realize that something must be going right because we're the ones getting the attention. So, Bishop, you're doing
See,
exactly
Veronica,
everything right. Go ahead, hon.
see, Veronica, the thing, here's my thing. People can be brave behind a keyboard, or they can be brave behind a cell phone or a tablet. If you have a problem with me, 6'3", 365 pounds. I'm not a hard man to find. And when I have a booking or an engagement, it's on my social media weeks ahead of time, so you know where I'm going to be.
Yes.
You know where I'm going to be. I don't hide. I don't hide. But if you come, it's like they who used to say this back in the day. I want to say it was Booker T. Don't sing it, bring it.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
And
If you
they
got a
won't.
problem with me,
They
I'm an
won't.
easy man to find. But see, the thing is, I'm not impressed by all of this. I'm not. All of this. I'm impressed if you got the guts to come up here with this.
Yeah.
I don't care. I'm here to do this for me, for my little. I got three daughters and one gorgeous grandbaby.
That looks just like you, by the way.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Poor child. But I I'm here to do this to let them know you can do it too. Whatever your dream is, you
Hmm.
can do it. If me with my old self can get up and go out there and take my lumps and do this and do that, you can do it too. People who talk, it used to affect me a lot more than it ever should have, but it doesn't affect me anymore. I don't care what people say. Not only do I not care, I don't care that I don't care what people say about me anymore. Because like I said, I'm not hard. I'm not a hard man to find. It's not like you got to search high and wide to look for the bishop. I tell you what I'm going to be ahead of time.
Hmm.
So if you got a problem with me, you can buy a ticket. I'll talk to you after the show. But buy a ticket first.
Would you tell my pug to lay down, Tori? Sorry, Bishop. I hear the clanking through the microphone, and I know it was her because she stuck her
I
face
do.
under my door literally 2 seconds ago.
Don't worry, she's now cuddled up with Juggy.
Okay.
So she got up there. Sorry.
I knew where she was going when I heard the prancing, but Bishop, they're not going to though, because that's just it. Their strength is behind the comfort of a screen, behind the comfort of a keyboard. And I will tell you there's a valet for somebody who works out at Murfreesboro, which is basically where we see him because we don't give a shit about the other places that he works at. But this woman actually showed up, and Tori, you'll know who I'm talking about in a second, on one of our YouTube lives. And I mean, she threatened me up, down here, and whatever. She was going to whoop my ass and blah, 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 blah. Well, I showed up at the next event she was at, and guess what she did?
Nothing.
Not a goddamn thing.
She cowered down. And that's what cowards do. When cowards are confronted with the situation, they jump out.
Yeah.
Cowards, I mean, come on, man. I don't. I'm trying to keep PG-13. I'm really trying to because
you don't have to. Tori should know better.
I already changed to MA just in case anyone slips.
my shoot life, I have to keep it PG-13.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna put it like this. For lack of a better phrase, these little kittens that I'm too big of a cat to be worried about little kittens. I don't. That stuff doesn't bother me because there's a certain individual down here on the Gulf Coast who talks much trash, but whenever he's around me, he gets quiet, and I'm like, wait a minute, brother. A couple of weeks ago, you were talking about me, but you see me in the locker room, same locker room you're in. Now you're quiet. Tell you what, keep that same energy when you get home and get your laptop back out.
Stay quiet.
You had a chance to say something to me now, and you won't say anything to me when you're in my face. So come on, these guys, man, and girls. There's a girl out here on the Gulf Coast who said that she's gonna kick me in the balls next time she sees me.
That's the one who I was talking about earlier, right? The one who flooded my inbox with all the wrestlers that hated her and thought that she was absolutely hilarious. Yeah, I thought so.
Right. Yeah. And you know what? I'll call her name. I don't care. Her name is Vira. I don't care. She can do nothing. What can she do to me? If before you kick me in the ball, you gotta stand on top of something to reach that high, little girl. Please. I'm not. Is that the one you were talking about earlier?
Yeah, no, it was, and I laughed so hard because I couldn't believe how many people hated her. It's like, damn.
She's garbage. She's trash. She's the kind of girl who never, if she has a bad match, it's never her fault. And I hate wrestlers like that. It's never her fault if she has a bad match. It's always the other person wasn't trained properly, or the other person didn't listen to instructions, or the other person was this, that, and the third. If you had 10 matches in a row?
That's what Danny said about you.
Danny can kiss my natural black.
His natural black ass.
I'm not worried about Danny Roller. I'm really not. Danny, as a man, I have to respect him because I was raised to respect and love everybody. I don't have to like him though. I don't have to like him. This girl, and I try to tell her this, if you had 10 horrible matches in a row, and they all are horrible, what's the common denominator? You.
Good point.
It's not necessarily the other person. It's you. You are involved in 10 sorry matches in a row. She can't get booked down here anywhere because we all know her. That's why she has to go to Illinois and Eastern Tennessee and all these other places to get booked because nobody.
Where in Illinois?
Where was she? She blocked me off her page, and this was.
It was nowhere down here.
It was Put it like this: she had to drive 11 hours from Mobile to get there. If you got to drive 11 hours to get a booking, first of all, if you're going that far, you should be getting a flight. Nobody will pay for her flight. She has to get in her car and drive 11 hours to get to a booking.
Mm.
Really? Because nobody down here would. And she tells me, "Well, you only getting bookings in the Gulf Coast area, and I'm getting a lot of them, sweetie.
That's
I
true.
don't, I
He's
don't, I don't,
busy like every
I don't.
weekend, and I think the other weekend, didn't you had one like every day of the
I
weekend?
had one Saturday and one Sunday.
Yeah.
So I mean, I stay busy, and I don't have to sit there and break time zones to get a booking. So I'm not worried about her. She's a child.
No,
I have children
and that's
older
just
than her.
it. And you don't have to because I'm telling you I don't even like I said I don't know her. I've never seen her wrestle. I didn't even know anything about her. All I knew is what was going on and what was being said about you. And then all of a sudden, there were what I know is from what other wrestlers decided they were going to tell me about her, and I didn't even ask. I didn't even ask.
Right.
So I think it's crazy. I think if that's the persona that she's putting out there and that's the individual that she wants to be, she should probably rethink some things.
Yeah.
Because just because you're young or younger in the industry and you're doing whatever it is for your career, do that. Don't purposely look out for somebody else's faults and failures to dog on them because it's not going to do anything for you. It's not going to propel you in any positive light. It's not going to make your bookings any more solid to hurt somebody else. And if that's what she does, I think it's very sad. But the truth is the industry is full of those individuals. And those are just people that I would hope would take the inspirational stories over the negative stories. And they would decide that, look, okay, if that's how that individual is going to be in the spotlight, I don't want anything to do with that person. That is not who I want to be associated with or be reflected as being similar to. I would hope that people who want to continue to be in this circuit want to spread the positive side of it, want to show what should be done and what could be done to make sure that for those that are still in it, have fun, and for those who are going to be entering into it, can have the optimism that it's the right choice to do. And I'm going to take just a quick break because I know we get carried away with talking. Tori, what's going on in chat? Let's see what's going on. And guys, if you have questions, come on. We've sat and chat with Bishop before. Fire questions at him. Get him going. Hey, Tori, throw me backstage for just 1 second because there's something that I have to take care of.
Okay, you got it. So,
Thanks, hon.
okay, wrong one. I almost accidentally threw Bishop out of the way. I did not mean to do that. Let's see here. So we had James go ahead and giving his part, saying how he wants to get back into wrestling, but he doesn't know if he can because I haven't done wrestling since high school. Well, regardless, you should still give it that shot. I mean, listen to what Bishop has been talking about, how don't give up on your dreams or what you want just because you have that doubt. It's like my favorite thing to always say to Bishop. I said this is the day one. He should be a motivational speaker because every time he opens his mouth, it's like inspiration or some kind of confidence. So if you don't do that at one point, I'm gonna be upset at you. So then everybody was just.
How come you know what James said?
Please go for it. Talk away.
James, you don't want to live the rest of your life with regrets. And 20 years from now, you're thinking, woulda, shoulda, coulda. I didn't do it, so now I'm upset with myself because I didn't. I should have. I could have done it, but I didn't. Give it a shot. The only thing that hurts is not taking that chance. Give it a shot. Take a chance. So what if you don't make it? At least you gave it a shot. James, if you ever want to talk to somebody about that, my inbox is always open, brother. Inbox me. I'll talk to you. I'll give you my number. We can chit chat, whatever. People need to stop being afraid or being upset or not wanting to take a leap of faith. You got to. If it's in you, you're gonna have to take that. You have to take that first step. The Native Americans have a proverb: the journey of 1,000 miles begins with the first step. You got to take that first step. Go for it, brother. Hey, you got nothing but support from me. Nothing but support from me. I'm sure Tori will agree with me. You got to when the Sloanes got ready to go out on this venture of being a podcast team, you had your doubts,
Most
but they
definitely.
but they stepped out and they did it. And look, I'm telling you, I've been on other wrestling podcasts before. This is the best, most professional podcast that there is out there. But they had to take that chance. They had to take that first step. So, James, go for it, brother. I'm rooting for you. If you have, you already got one fan, and that's me. I'm rooting for you, brother.
Beautifully, beautifully said, Bishop. See, guys, I told you he's great with that inspiration. I told you. I told you. Let's see. Eric had said, Bishop, you give out the best advice about anyone is about to go into the wrestling industry. You are the man. Let's see. Oh, yeah, you're cool. Let's see. James Wimberly came back in here. Yeah, but I want to do your type of wrestling. But because of my disability, I don't think I'm going to be able to do that type of wrestling because the only type of wrestling I've ever done was high school wrestling.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you. That was if you go on YouTube and look up a guy named Zach Gowen. Zach Gowen. I don't know if Tori knows who this guy is, but 'cause he was around a little bit before his time. Zach Gowen
Mhm.
had one leg, and he wrestled at a high capacity. The boy could go. People told him with one leg, he was an amputee. People told him that he would never become a wrestler. This man wrestled Brock Lesnar. This man wrestled at several different big names in the industry. So if a man with one leg can wrestle, anybody can do it.
Mhm.
Anybody. It takes. It's not more. It's not so much about your physicality. It's about what's inside here. That muscle that pumps and it gives you the energy and the motivation to move. Anybody can. Anybody. I'm telling you, anybody can do it. I saw a guy. I'm gonna tell you. I saw a guy last week. He came down to the ring with a walker. Tori left a champion. Come on.
See?
Anybody can do it, man. Don't ever let your disability make you think you can't do it. Anybody can do it.
Exactly. It's all about that drive in which you hold within yourself. I mean, shoot for your dreams. What's the worst that can happen?
Yeah. I mean, okay. See, I was always taught to aim high. That way, if you come up a little short, you still got something accomplished.
Hmm.
So aim high, shoot for your dream, shoot for the moon. Have the desire to become a champion. That way, even if you may fall a little short, you can say, at least I chased my dream once in my life.
Exactly. Exactly. And what's better advice than that? Eric is asking, Bishop, what is some other advice that you would give to any upcoming new wrestlers who are about to enter the industry?
Um, Stay focused. Stay focused. Because I almost quit wrestling 6 months in because I was worried about what other people said about me. The people said all kind of stuff. He's old, he's fat, he's this, he's that. And I had to refocus on what my original plan and goal was, and that's was to be great, was to be a champion, was to make waves in this industry. If I would advise anybody who wants to get into this industry, stay focused. That's the number one thing I would advise you. Stay focused. Find a dream, find somewhere to train, somewhere to work out, and stay focused on what your vision for your career actually is.
I like it, and I'm kind of cutting back in here and backtracking just because I was around, kind of hearing tidbits, but I didn't hear everything. But what I did hear most of all was James saying that he felt like he couldn't do the type of wrestling that you were doing because the only one that he has done thus far is high school wrestling. Is that correct?
That's what he said.
Okay. And correct me if I'm wrong, and this may just be my opinion on it, but I don't see either or being more physically demanding than the other. I think
No.
that even when it comes to high school wrestling, that has a lot more of the submission aspect of it, and which is just as grueling and takes just as much of the physical aspect of what someone in the other ring can do. So come on out. So go become a wrestler just like the Bishop, but be a submission specialist. You already know you can do it. It's about what you know that you're capable of. You don't have to do what everybody else does. What you do is go out there and you bring your talent. Bring what you can put out there and take that with your shine. And I'm telling you, James, if you can do that, you can do the other. And I don't want you to think that one is harder than the other, because everything is going to have its challenges. Everything is going to bring you something that you may or may not be able to handle in a way that others do. But it's something that you can handle in your way. And it's out there and you've got it. And I don't want you to give up because you think one is different than the other. I want you to do the research. I want you to try. And then, of course, if something doesn't work, find the way that does. Sorry, I did not mean to go back, but I did want to chime in on that before it got too far away from us.
And there's something else. I mean, let's just say you get to the point where you figure you can't be an in-ring competitor. There are so many things you can do in the wrestling industry.
Mm-hmm.
You could be a manager. You can look at Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman can't wrestle at all, but he makes millions of dollars a year talking. There are many
I
people
love
who
that
make.
man, by the way.
I love Paul Heyman. One of my inspirations. Don Callis from AEW can't wrestle, but he's making millions of dollars in his business talking. You could be a broadcaster. You could be a camera guy. You can be a referee. There's so many different. Everybody, when they think of wrestling, they always think of the two guys going back and forth, going at it. There's so many different positions in the wrestling industry that need good quality people.
Mhm.
And James, go for your dream, brother. Please. If I was saying, Veronica, while you were gone, you and Tori had a dream of being a podcast at one time before you actually became one, and you followed your dream. You stepped out on you took that leap of faith and stepped on your dream. And look
Very
at the best
blindly.
podcast, the best podcast in the industry, in my opinion.
Thank you.
But you had to take that first step.
Mm-hmm.
You had to turn that camera home first.
We had to have
Tori,
faith in ourselves.
one of the best technical minds in the podcast game. It's not easy running that board. It's not easy. I can tell she's not feeling 100% tonight, but she's a brave soldier and she came on out anyway. It's not easy doing what you do, Tori. I couldn't do it. I've been pushed all kind of stuff and messed everything up.
Well, thank you.
I salute you for being a trooper tonight. But I'm telling y'all, James, whoever is listening to this podcast, take that chance. Take a leap of faith and go for it. The only way you fail is if you don't try in the first place.
Exactly.
That's right. Absolutely right.
Beautiful. Let me go ahead and spin in chat before you go ahead and take it away, Veronica.
Go for it.
We just had Brett joining us here and saying, hello all, love the show. Been a wrestling fan since I was in diapers. Yeah, too. I love it. Well, we're so glad that you're joining us this evening and that you love the show. That's the best way. Get obsessed with wrestling early on, and then it just sticks with you.
I'm sorry, Tori, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was actually going to spin it to you guys, so that's actually perfectly fine.
Oh, okay. I was just I look. People ask me all the time, why did you decide to do this at such a advanced age? Because I didn't want to be 60 and look back on a regret that I never tried. I didn't want to be 60 and like, you know what? I had a shot, but I let somebody talk me out of it. Or I had a shot and I let haters get me out of it. I can't, as a man, I would never forgive myself. And now I'm having fun 3 to 4 weekends out of the month. It's down to the point where my father-in-law goes, "Where y'all going this week?
Hmm.
Where y'all going next week?" And I'm just having a blast, man. I'm living my best life right now. Will I ever make it to the WWE? Probably not. I'm having more fun on the. I'd rather stay on the Indies my whole career, to be honest with you.
Thank
Less
you.
politics,
Yes, preach
less
it.
stress. I love the Indies
More
because you get
control.
up close and personal. Yeah, more control, and then on top of that, the people are more genuine on the indie circuit because I mean, you people. It's more like you're dealing with the working man as fans instead of people. I mean, an indie ticket is what, $10, $15.
Hmm.
Anybody can
Yeah.
afford to go to an indie show. WWE tickets are $150 to $200 for floor seats. Not everybody has that kind of bread.
Mm-mm.
So
Mm-mm.
therefore, I feel that the indie fans are way more genuine than people you see the mainstream fans.
It's true. The whole environment overall is more enjoyable for the fan base, I think. And believe me, I have trekked my children across the United States to follow WWE. We have seen repeat shows just to follow the WWE. And to be honest with you, my number one regret was spending that money on that when I could have taken them just the same across the United States to more independent wrestling shows. And to be honest with you, I feel like even though half of them have left the dream of becoming a wrestler, except for, a couple of them, I feel like maybe the dream would have stayed alive had I done that, because it's the individuals out there on the independent circuit that are more inspiring. I'm not impressed by somebody who gets a contract from WWE. Everybody wants the fame and fortune, right? But all of it
Right.
goes away. Look at these people who are out there now back on the very same circuit from which they came from, because they did so, make it, but it was only for a brief time, which I think this is a completely different topic, but it's a good segue into it. I think this is why I get the most upset and offended by promotions who can barely pay their talent as it is, but they're going to fork out hundreds of dollars to host seminars by people that were a part of WWE just because they were. Okay, those same individuals were also let go. That's not inspiring to me. That's not who I want my children to learn from. I would much rather put my money towards a seminar that was ran by a seasoned individual who has stayed within the independent circuit, because to me, that individual is somebody who is going to bring something to the table. That person is somebody that is going to teach the generation coming up into this circuit better than anybody who went to the WWE for however long and then was eventually released. You're not going to learn anything from them. What, to fail?
Right.
No. What you're going to learn from somebody who is on the independent circuit is what it took to stay there for so many years, to continue to do what they love. They weren't disrespected in the sense of, okay, fine, we're going to sign you, right? But we're going to sign you, but we're going to change everything about you that you did on the independent circuit. Mind you, we found you on the independent circuit doing your thing,
Right.
but now that we've signed you, we're going to change you. Make sense of that, guys. Think about that
Right.
for a second. No, you're going to learn more from somebody who is still on the independent circuit today, just like they were when they first started, because they are somebody that rolled through the punches. They are somebody that took their career and made the best of what was given to them and loved it. Loved it so much that they were going to host a seminar and tell you about it and tell you how to thrive just as long as they did. And you may not agree with me. Maybe you want to get starstruck for just a second because you want to pay your money to somebody who now needs it because they had these dreams and had all this money from WWE and it was taken away from them. No. Why don't you give your money to those who are out there doing exactly what you're doing and put it to something that's actually going to provide you with education that is going to sustain you when even if you do make it, even if you do get signed anywhere mainstream, in the end, you're going to end right back where you are now.
Right.
But that's my
And see,
opinion.
something else I like to mention. When people this is what I want to tell to the say to the fans. It's easy for a wrestler in mainstream wrestling to show up at a show because he's making $500,000 a year or $1
Mm-hmm.
million a year. It's easy for him to show. Yeah, I'll go to Chicago next week. I'll go to Minneapolis next week. Yeah. But when you see an indie wrestler who gets in his or her car and drives 4, 5, 6 hours to a show and to make $100 or less, and ends up at the end of the show, he spent more money on gas and hotel than he made. That's a
Yeah.
person who wants to be there.
Yes.
That shows
They're
them
not
the
there
want.
because they got the big contract, or they got the private jets, or they got the limo service from the airport to the hotel. These
Yep.
are people who are these are men and women who have a regular 9 to 5 job Monday through Friday, but on the weekend decide to pack up their stuff, get in their car, and drive 6 hours to a show, perform for 10 or 15 minutes, get back in their car and drive another 6 hours home
Yeah.
to make 50, $60. That is the mark of a true professional who wants to do this. He
Yes.
or she has to really want to do this. They're
Mm-hmm.
not contract motivated. They
No.
want to do this. So I have respect for indie wrestlers, most of them.
No.
The ones who get out there and bust their tails to put on a good show. I have nothing but respect for them because they have to want to do it in order to get in their car and go do it.
Yeah. I mean, if you're going to be, like I said, I use the term starstruck, and I'm going to use it again. If you want to be starstruck and meet a wrestler and take a picture with them, go stand outside a WWE event. There's not one of them on the roster that we haven't met, right, Tori? How many
So,
pictures and autographs have we gotten? I don't have to pay for a seminar to do that. Go do it. If you want to learn something, tap into those who can actually give you the education that you can use in the situation that you're in now. That's all I'm saying.
Right. And what
I
people don't
mean,
realize is there are a lot of these seminars that are online. You can YouTube them for free.
Right? Exactly. Like I
So
said,
why
it's
would I
all
pay you?
about going and getting the picture with them and meeting them firsthand. You can go do that anywhere else.
Yeah, please.
Mhm.
It's not that. It's not. I'm not paying $100 to go listen to somebody who wrestled in WWE 20 years ago just because they just to say I listened to. Well, he wrestled in WWE. He must be able to teach me something. No,
No.
I refuse. I work too hard for my money to blow it frivolously like that.
Exactly. Tori, you were going to say something. What was it, babe?
yes. First of all, I'm gonna have to spin in chat in just a minute because everybody loved what you guys were saying and what actually chimed in with their own things. But I was saying that kind of goes back to what you guys were talking about. I actually absolutely think it's amazing when you see those people who, okay, the wrestlers, they start on the independent circuit, they go to the WWE, and then they purposely leave to better their
Yes.
careers back in the indies. Take, for example, right now, that's what's going on with Karrion Kross, Scarlett, and Shotzi. They
Yes,
both
ma'am.
walked away, and now they're over there. You see them posting about it all the time, how they
Mhm.
wish they never left with it, you know? So those are the type of people that I always like seeing when it's like even they realize the independent circuit is where it's supposed to be at.
Yeah.
All the way. Then let me spin a chat really fast because everybody was loving what you guys were saying. So first of all, we had like Brett saying, "Hit the nail on the head, Miss V." There you go. Like James has said, that's why John Moxley had left. Exactly, so that he could go out and seeking in better things. And then everyone was also saying, "You got that right, Veronica," when you were talking before you spun it to Bishop. Then let me scroll back up here really fast. Brett had said, "Indies kick ass. It's far more real."
Yes.
I hate to say it, but WWE has ruined a lot of good wrestlers. He's not wrong, especially once they got, like you both were saying, once they got signed, and it was like, let's change this,
Let's change everything.
Exactly. Let's see. Eric has said independent wrestlers should enter this industry to prove they can do better to reach their goal in life and show how much they can provide by their people who indeed support them. Then we had Tanya Perkins. Love to see her in here.
Hey, girl.
I feel like the independent circuit values the fans more than the big name companies. I value a good quality match instead of an old repetitive storyline that gets run to death.
There you go, Tanya. That's just it. The independent circuit, the independent wrestlers, they value their fans. They value the time and the exposure that they have with their fans. When you hit mainstream or anything like that, they value your money, and that's it.
I am so talking about repetitive storyline. I am so sick of Cody Rhodes with a championship belt over his shoulder. So sick of it. Okay, you finished the story 3 years ago. Let's move on to another story.
But that was just it. Once you finished that story, he didn't have anything left.
God, I get on my nerves. I'm just, I love the fans, man. That's to see. I play a heel. To get people upset to the point to where they're throwing popcorn at me or
what?
I had one.
Who
more
wastes
That's gonna be
popcorn like that?
wait. I feel like that's gonna be one of the greatest feelings ever.
Oh, that's phenomenal. I had a lady one time at 2 shows ago. I want to say it was Thomasville, Georgia. But 2 shows ago, she got so mad, she got up and slapped me. It was the most beautiful thing in the world. I had to laugh. And I look over, and my wife is very protective.
I was going to
look
say,
over her,
what
and
did
my wife-
Rochelle do?
Rochelle was just laughing her butt off. She thought that was hilarious. And what's funny is we went out to eat later that night after the show, and the lady was there. And her husband saw me walking up behind her, and I just stood there like this until she realized somebody was behind her. And she turned around, "Oh my God." And I think that it was phenomenal. It popped the crowd and everything. And that's all I'm there to do, is give people a memory that they can take with themselves. That's all I'm there. I had a blast. It stung a little bit, but I had a blast.
That's great. Oh my God.
I loved it.
Oh, Tori, are you all caught up?
Let me check one really fast. Not quite. I'm like,
I was
everybody
like,
was
we kind
blowing
of
it
cut
up.
you off, so I wanted to make sure we circled back. Sorry, hun.
No, you're completely cool. Brett had then was also given like another example. Look at Maven. He was amazing. He was the first Tough Enough winner. He hurt his back, and they blackballed him. Once one wrong move, and the next thing you know, they're getting the axe. Eric says the wrestling industry should provide more for these new independent wrestlers.
Right.
Let's see.
Don't hold your breath.
Exactly. And then earlier, whenever Brett, because he was talking about how he loved wrestling from the get-go, and he was talking about like some of his absolute favorites, you know, seeing the Ultimate Warrior beat Hogan, Junkyard Dog, Big Cena Stud, etc. The Golden Era was amazing, but the Attitude Era in WWE was amazing.
I'm sorry,
WCW
but Veronica
90s.
Sloane would fit perfectly in the Attitude Era, right?
Yeah. I would agree.
For sure.
I mean, there was no holds barred in the Attitude Era.
That's what I'm talking about. That was the time.
I can see you.
Oh,
Just saying. Just saying.
there you go. John Stout, LOL. Sorry, I just saw his most recent one. He realized he had slipped, and then he was just going on, and then I love it. He was like, "Okay, I'm done." LOL. That's fine. Go into those rants because we do the
it.
same thing when we start
I was
talking
gonna say,
about it.
didn't I just do that like 2 times already during this show?
So, Brett, honestly, you coming in here and doing those, you fit right in. Brett has said, yes, she would. She would give Sable a run for her money.
I agree. I would pay to see that match. I promise you I
Oh,
would.
hell
Oh
yeah.
dear
Sable
Lord,
just
help
right,
me!
I'd pay to see that. I would
Oh,
pay to
yes.
see that any day of the week. But yeah,
That would have been amazing.
oh yeah, oh yeah. I
Oh.
just you were talking about Karrion Cross a minute ago, Tori.
Mhm.
And to me, Karrion Cross has to be the most underrated performer in the history of WWE
I can agree
because
with that.
the mystique, the persona, the mic skills, the in ring work, and with Scarlett by his, I'm telling you, that act, that dynamic, that couple, underrated, very underrated. They should have
I
I
left
could
him
agree
in. They
more.
should have left him on
I
the Indies if
agree.
that's all they were going to do.
Hmm.
I would actually pay money to go to see Karrion Cross. That guy,
I
he's
actually,
phenomenal.
I have a funny story when it comes to those two, don't I, Tori?
Yes. That was so funny.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to share this. So we were at a WWE event, and of course, every time we went, we had ramp. We were on the ramp and right up against the guardrail because that's what we did. Like, I didn't buy tickets in a row. I bought them in a column so that every single one of my family members was on the barricade. And I made Scarlett break character.
No,
Yes, I did. Tori, did I not?
She did. It was really funny. So
what
continue.
happened?
So the funny joke is, you know how I love to play devil's advocate with all of my children? That I love to do it. Even if I love and respect the wrestler, I will lie just to upset my kids. I've always been a Scarlett fan because, oh my God, I love her. But so in turn, I had to hate Karrion, which I never did. I never once, but I did it because it upset Ireland. Well, they were standing there on the entrance ramp, getting ready to go down to the ring. And Karrion was up a little further, but Scarlett was right next to me. And I'm standing there and I'm looking Karrion up and down, and she's watching me look Karrion up and down. And I was like, really loud. I was like, hey, Tori, I think I get it now. Scarlett's right. He's hot. And she turned and looked at me and busted out laughing. She looked at me. She winked and she goes, uh-huh. And I was like, and she goes, And they went down the ramp.
Right on.
Amazing.
It was probably, and I've made a lot of characters break. I've let a lot of wrestlers break character. I'm really good at that. But they have to be my favorite moment because she laughed all the way down to, I think she was still laughing when she got in the ring. Anyway,
Yeah, that's
she's hot. He's not. That happens.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Before I spin it back to you guys, I'm gonna go and spin back into this chat really fast. Tanya Perkins is saying yes, Veronica would fit perfectly in the Attitude Era. She gives Sunny a run for her money. Speaking of mainstream guys who went independent, Dolph Ziggler has now went to the independent circuit. That's right. And another individual that they never used properly, but once he was able to break into the independent circuit, he was able to do all things back to the way that he wants. So you're definitely right on that, Tanya. I agree with her.
There's somebody else, real quick.
Who's that?
Zack Ryder. Zack
Okay.
Ryder started. He was in the Indies. Then he came to WWE. He was one of the Edge heads. He was one of the guys who backed up Edge when Edge had the rated R superstar era. He got released, went back to the Indies for years, killed it in the Indies. They brought him back to WWE. Now he's a joke in WWE.
I know.
He came
Yeah,
back because he
because
wanted that one more shot at the big money.
Because they're forcing
He
him to
had
be Zack Ryder, even though he doesn't want to be.
exactly.
he's
He was much better. He was doing much better on the indie circuit.
yeah, when he went and
WWE is
rebuilt
not the promised
himself.
land.
Hmm.
Right. WWE is not the promised land.
No,
It's
they
not.
want to change you.
Look how many guys who had to change their name once they got up there.
Hmm.
They wrestled for 10 years as this person, but they get to the mainstream and now they want to change them to another completely different character.
Right.
Mick Foley was like that. Mick Foley was Dude Love way before WWE.
Hmm.
But when he got to WWE, they wanted to change him and make him do love again, but change the aesthetic of do love. Uh-uh. You lose creative control when you go to the mainstream.
Yeah,
You
Mhm.
got guys out,
you're right.
you got guys out there on the indies now selling their soul to get a mainstream shot. But it's not what it's cracked up to be.
Nope.
Most definitely.
Nope, not at all. Go ahead, Tori, swing
Like I
back
said,
to chat before we come to a close.
All right,
okay.
you got it. We've got like Brett saying, could you hear the King Lars saying, "Oh my God, here comes Veronica. She's gonna hit Sable and her puppies, Junior." I love how everybody's giving into you in the independent or into the attitude
The
era,
Attitude
because
Era.
like Eric is over here, Veronica Sloan in the attitude area. I think that is a good idea. Like, you have made everybody fall for it. They're like mad they didn't get this.
What can I say, guys?
That
It
would
just
be
didn't
something.
pan out.
That would be something to see.
Hmm.
Oh my goodness. Well, Bishop, thank you so much for jumping in and being our safety net like you've always promised me you would be.
No
We
problem.
we wanted to go live tonight. And I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I think the show, the way that it presented itself tonight was way better than what it was going to be. So I want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts for being the dependable friend that we can always count on. And I can't wait to have you back on again to see what else you've come up with, because you've definitely you're bringing it. You're bringing it just like we knew you would.
Thank you. Like I said, anytime you ladies need me, I'm only a phone call or a text message away. And like I said, each and every time it's an honor and a privilege. From the bottom of my heart, I consider it an honor and a privilege to be before two great ones in you and Tori.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
We're gonna let you get back
Tell
to your
Batman I said
evening.
hi.
What? Oh,
Tell Batman, and don't forget to tell my girl I said hey.
I will definitely let Trin the Tyrant know.
All right.
Oh my goodness. Well, you have a fabulous night, and thank you again. Much love to you. We absolutely adore you.
No problem. Love you guys too.
Bye, hun.
Bye bye.
Oh, I don't know, Tori. I think everything happens for a reason, and I think what we originally had planned was not supposed to play out, just so that we could have an even better conversation than we ever thought we could.
Most definitely. I feel like it panned out extremely, extremely well. And it's always so nice to have the Bishop on our screen. Always
We are,
is.
and I'm glad to see that you two have made up since he got you locked up in Facebook jail for as long as he did. So, look at all
I know when he was talking earlier, how or just a second ago, always a phone call or a text message away. I was so tempted to be like, and even if you want to get locked out of Facebook, shoot him a message. He'll help you out with that.
You really didn't think I was going to bring this show to a close before I brought that up, did you?
A bishop is never going to be able to live down that ever.
Oh my goodness. Well, thank you all for jumping into chat and being here. I told you we were bringing you a fan favorite. And, well, go ahead. What'd James say? I saw it. Let's read it.
Okay, well, hold on. So everyone's, saying, "Good night, Bishop. We all love you," between Eric, Doug. James said, "Thank you for everything that you have said, and I'm going to try to do everything that I can." That's what he said up here. Again, a bunch of love between Brett and Eric, and I really hope James really goes for it.
Me too.
He had said, I just want to thank you girls. Like I said, I really haven't done the wrestling since my junior year because I quit and had that, my whole mental health had got bad, and I just want to get back into wrestling, but I haven't done the wrestling since that time. Well, do it. Listen to how what Beeb told you, what Bishop said. You can do this. You have got this in the bag. There's no point in not at least trying to go for your dream.
That's right. All right. Well, good night, guys. We will be back on Wednesday with Axel Myers with another Sloanes Live exclusive. So please make sure that you are there. Back same time, same place, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch at 9 p.m. Central Time. We'll be there.
Yes. And you should be too.
We'll see you soon,
We'll see
guys.
you soon. Bye.